How much do you know about the Amazon rainforest? The truth is that even though it's very important for the whole of humanity, few people know much about this ancient place which was formed 55 million years ago. Covering more than 2 million square miles in South America, the world's biggest tropical rainforest hides lots of scary secrets. And some beautiful ones too. A series of ring-shaped ditches can be found throughout the Brazilian Amazon, which predate the rainforest itself. These structures remain a complete mystery, and archaeologists are unsure of what to make of them. It's suggested that they served as burial grounds or a form of defense, but no one knows for sure. A further fetched theory is that they are marks left by UFOs that once landed there before the forest grew. These blemishes are similar to the Nazca lines in that there is no confirmed reason as to why they exist. It's assumed that these rings were constructed by the early people who inhabited the area. A further question is, how did the early men get the tools to create them? This is also unanswerable, as there is no proof that any tools sophisticated enough to have created the rings even existed at the time they were constructed. As you may know, the Amazon is one of the longest rivers in the world, but very few people know there's another river in the Amazon rainforest. One of them is called the Boiling River, and it's earned its name not by coincidence. It's literally boiling, and at all times its temperature can be as high as 93 degrees Celsius. The steam is rising from its surface, giving all living beings a warning that they shouldn't even think about taking a dip there. Interestingly, scientists haven't found out the reason for such extreme temperature, but there's a theory that it happened because of a drilling company which accidentally released gases from inside the earth into the river. Locals disagree, believing that it's a place of power. Whatever the reason, don't swim there. Amazon is also home to a number of strange creatures. As we're looking at the Amazon rainforest from different angles, we'll be able to get acquainted with some of the most incredible creatures from this area. And the first one will be Goliath bird eater. As you may have guessed from its name, it's a spider so huge that it can eat birds. In fact, it's the heaviest tarantula in the world. With a body length of 13 centimeters, it makes almost every other spider look tiny. Luckily for us, it's not dangerous to humans. However, if you touch its prickly hair, which it can shed when approached, it can cause irritation that can last for days. One thing you should know about the Amazon rainforest is that you can find a lot of big things there. First, the Goliath bird eater, and now Victoria amazonica. These water lilies are so big and robust, they can hold the weight of not just a child you see in the photo, but a grown-up human being. This plant, named after Queen Victoria of the United Kingdom, can reach 3 meters in diameter and looks astonishingly beautiful. But be careful, if you decide to step on it, its leaves have thorns which protect this unique flower from predators. If you watched Tolkien's Lord of the Rings trilogy, then you surely remember huge tree-like creatures called Ents. Guess what? They're more real than Gandalf. While they don't look and act exactly like it was shown in the movie, they can walk. The speed of their movement is tremendously slow because these trees move due to new roots growing towards sunlight and replacing the old roots. Imagine how much time it takes for them to walk 1 meter. These trees are known as walking palms or cachapona. If you spot them in the forest, please don't wait until you see them move. You've probably seen this unique frog before on Discovery Channel or National Geographic. Now let me tell you some more information about it so that you can look like a really smart guy or gal next time you attend a party. Glass frogs live in the Amazon rainforest. They usually have a green color, and they're famous for the transparency of their skin, which makes their inner organs visible. Because of that, the frog's body takes the color of the surroundings and makes it difficult for predators to see it. So it wasn't made like this for our entertainment. Evolution doesn't joke around. This looks a little creepy, doesn't it? Something like a fruit which invades the tree, draining all of its vital energy and powers. In fact, it's not an invasion, but just a strange way the Brazilian grape tree grows. It grows only in the Brazilian part of the Amazon rainforest and in several South American countries, and tastes a lot like grape, hence the name. Big fruits are growing directly on the trunk. They can either be eaten raw or used to make juice, jelly, wine, or jam. Remember the glass frog and Goliath bird eater spider? These masters of disguise have a company in the Amazonian. Leaf mimic katydid has also mastered the art of skillful camouflage, so that if it's sitting on a branch, it's almost impossible to differentiate it from a leaf. That's why leaf mimic is their name. But what about katydid? These insects have received this part of their name because of the noise they make while rubbing their legs together. It sounds exactly like katydid. It's also interesting that the tempo of their stridulation is conditioned by ambient temperature, and you can count the number of katydids to measure the temperature on the Fahrenheit scale. I swear to you it's not photoshopped, it's just Rafflesia, the world's biggest flower and third huge thing on our list, after giant bird-eater spiders and huge water lilies. Its size is not the only remarkable thing, because it's also famous for its smell, which reminds me of rotting meat. Unfortunately, in addition to being one of the rarest plants in the world, Rafflesia is also on the verge of extinction. Although the Amazon rainforest is mostly famous for its incredible creatures and plants, taking into consideration its huge size, it's no wonder that you can also find many indigenous tribes there. The staggering 21 million people call the Amazon home. In fact, indigenous people have always been living there and taking all their food, clothing, and medicine from the forest. They live on these lands in a sustainable manner without doing any harm to the ecosystem. As a wise indigenous man once said, "The earth is our historian, our educator, the provider of food, medicine, clothing, and protection. She is the mother of our races." Ladies and gentlemen, lastly, please take a look at this astonishing example of spider art. This silkhenge was first discovered in 2013 by Troy Alexander, who was visiting Peru's Tambopata National Reserve. He found this Stonehenge under a tarpaulin and posted a photo on Reddit seeking help in its identification. But it turned out that nobody could help because it's an unknown phenomenon. This discovery was named silkhenge, but we still don't know what spider is creating it. In theory, the mysterious spider creates these structures to protect eggs and baby spiders from ants. If you like this video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos in the future. Also, hit the bell icon to stay up to date and be the first one to watch our latest videos. Let us know in the comment box below if you have any suggestions for our future videos.